Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. I'm Tony Fine, your Fine Fit sister, and I'm going to teach you how to have a healthy, sustainable relationship with food through portion control and how to get to your dream body in 2022. 2023, excuse me, you guys. So if you started your 2022 not the way that you wanted to end your 22. However, you ended your 2022 the same way you started your 2022. You're in the right place. Because when I was struggling with my weight for over 10 years, I used to be 225 pounds. I used to struggle with my weight. I started every single year with things that I wanted to do. I started every year just like this, every year just like this, saying, hey, I want to change the way my body looks. I want to wear a bathing suit. I want to enjoy myself. I want to go on vacations. I want to be normal. I started every year just like that. So I would write down a long list of things that I was going to change. I'm going to wake up early. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to eat right. And every single year I ended it just like this. I started like this. I ended like this every single year. It wasn't until I created a healthy relationship with food. Oh, wait, hold on. Let's talk about the middle section, the middle passage for me. So I started every year just like this, saying, I want to change my life. I want to change my body. I want to be normal. And then one year I found keto. I found intermittent fasting and I found cardio. I started doing all these things all at once. Thank you so much, QP. I started doing all these things all at once. I started running, not eating carbs, and fasting certain hours. I didn't understand that that was a form of an eating disorder. I didn't care. I didn't care because I had started to lose weight drastically. I started to lose weight drastically. Um, but what did my body look like when I lost weight drastically? I'll show you exactly what my body looked like. So even though I had found a way to lose weight, keto, juicing, fasting, cardio, this is what I ended up looking like. This was tragedy to me because even though I wanted to get skinny, I had no idea that if you did it the wrong way, you would end up flabby or saggy or have excess skin, that you wouldn't like the way your body looks. So can you imagine what it's like to go from here, uncomfortable in my body, probably pre-diabetic, fighting cystic acne, inflammation, bloating, chronic yeast infections. And then finally, one year, I did figure out how to lose weight, but I lost it the wrong way. And I ended up in this body that I hated even more than the first body because I felt like an old woman in this body. I somehow now had saggy skin. At least when you're bigger, your skin is like soft, it's still supple. But when you lose weight the wrong way rapidly, thank you so much. Good morning, Angie. Hello. So I'm going to tell you a good way to lose weight. So when you lose weight rapidly, you end up with saggy, soft, flabby skin. Do you understand where that comes from? Rapid weight loss or weight loss in general means that you're losing fat. Good morning, Sean. You're losing fat and muscle, fat and muscle, fat and muscle. You guys, so before I started my journey, I had no idea. I just thought, hey, I'm 225. I want to get to 150 pounds. That's all I ever wanted. And I didn't know that what I didn't want to do is lose muscle in there. I had no idea. I had no idea. Queen, I'm teaching you how to have a healthy, sustainable relationship with food through portion control so you can love the way your body looks, and I guarantee it. So this is where I started, you guys. I started here, here, here. Then I found keto and fasting and running, and I ended up here, here. I did not like this at all. Then I actually had to learn how to have a healthy relationship with food, and then I got my body here. That's where I always wanted to be. So instead of going to this middle section, because that middle section is bad, you guys, I want you to go straight to your dream body this year. I'm going to break down exactly how you get to your dream body. That middle section is tough and it's rough. That is tough and it's rough. It's tough and it's rough. It's tough and it's rough. So here's where I started. Okay. I did keto, I did fasting, I did juicing, I did starvation diets, and I ended up here because I lost muscle. Good morning, Miss Sowers. Crane, I'm here every single morning. I don't miss a morning. Hey, Era. And then after learning how to have a healthy relationship with food, building lean muscle mass, I got here. This is what I want. That's what I want for you. So let's talk about wrong ways to lose weight. Do you have any loose skin? No, not anymore. You got to build muscle to do that. Hey, Rising Loon. Good morning, 1L, 1V. Good morning. Good morning. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, you guys. No matter where you're starting from, I don't care if you're a man, you're a woman, wherever your starting is, let's see. You need help to sign up for your program. You want help so bad, Lucille. All you got to do is click the link in the bio, enter your height, your weight, your age, your activity level. It'll tell you how many calories you should eat every single day in order to lose 1 pound a week. Get a sample meal plan based on that number, and you'll be able to lose fat and not muscle. Fat and not muscle. Good morning, Mary. Yes, Ariana, if you did keto while having good nutrition, you can maintain a decent body. But here's the thing. If you understood good nutrition, you would never do keto. If you understood good nutrition, you would never do keto. Keto was made for children who are epileptic. They have seizures, and that their doctor prescribes it for a certain amount of time. It's not made for long-term weight loss. So if you understood nutrition, you would never even consider keto. Carbs are energy, and they're needed in order to get to the gym and to build muscle. So to do keto in general and to have a good understanding about health doesn't even make sense. Those two, that math doesn't math. And unfortunately, when I was overweight, I had no idea. I used to be a keto enthusiast just like you, Ariana. I used to say, oh my God, keto is life. Keto is everything. And then I came out of keto looking saggy, looking baggy. And then, of course, I gained the weight back because if you do keto or any diet to lose weight, you must maintain that lifestyle to keep the weight off. So with keto, you cut carbs. I never want to see you with another carb in your mouth because if you come back to carbs, baby, that weight is going straight back up. So it's definitely a lifestyle. However, it makes no sense for a person who actually eats carbs now to cut carbs just to lose weight. Doing keto for weight loss is absolutely asinine. It's a waste of your time. You're going to gain the weight back. And I want you to truly consider that one time that you already cut carbs out of your diet. Remember when you cut carbs out of your diet for a week or two, a couple of months? What happened? You lost weight rapidly. Oh, yay. Oh, no. Because what else happened? You went back to eating carbs because you're a carb lover. And then you gain the weight back. Doesn't that seem unsustainable? 95% of people who do it gain the weight back. So if you understand nutrition, you'll understand keto is not for you. You're coming from my health and your dream body. I'm so excited for you. 2023, you'll absolutely have it. Click the link in the bio, enter your height, weight, age, and activity level. It'll tell you how many calories you should eat every single day in order to lose 1 pound a week. Get a sample meal plan based on that. You use the 30% discount code 30 now. Thank you so much, Lexi. I appreciate you. Good morning, sweet. Thank you so much. That is exactly what I want to do. I want to lose weight and not muscle, which means you do not want to lose weight because when you lose weight, we got to start separating it, you guys. When you lose weight, you lose a combination of fat and muscle. So say this with me. I want to lose fat and I want to build muscle. I want to lose fat and I want to build muscle. That is your goal. You don't want to lose weight because when you lose weight, that is when you lose muscle. Weight loss is a combination of fat, water, and muscle. Fat, water, and muscle. So we do not want weight loss. We don't want weight loss. We don't want weight loss. We want fat loss. Fat loss is what you're here for. So if you want to focus on fat loss, what do you have to do? Actually focus on muscle building. So our bodies are made of mostly two different things. So, right? If you get a DEXA scan right now, DEXA, a DEXA scan, Google it. There are tons of places in your area that offer them. You would get a DEXA scan. It would tell you how much your body weighs, your entire weight. Remember, I told you that weight was a combination of fat, muscle, and water, fat, muscle, and water. So when you get a DEXA scan, it'll say, hey, you are 300 pounds of weight. But inside of that weight, you may be 170 pounds of muscle and 120 pounds of fat. And then inside of that, you have a miscellaneous, maybe 10 pounds of which your body is water, blood, organs. So most of your body is going to be either muscle or fat. So how do you only lose the fat? And I know what you're saying. Oh, I'm 300 pounds, but my goal weight is 150. Your goal weight is not 150 pounds. That's a terrible goal weight. That's stupid as hell. That's not going to make no sense on you. That's how you're going to end up looking. That's how you're going to end up looking the way that you never wanted to look. If you try to go from, you guys, if you try to go from here, if you try to go from, where are we at? If you try to go from here, 300 pounds to your goal weight of 150, you're going to end up flabby, saggy, excess skin. You're going to look melted. You're not going to look good. Why? Because reminder alert, if your goal weight is 150, but the amount of lean muscle mass you have in your body is 170, you're going to cut 20 pounds of muscle to get there. That is the worst thing to do, mainly because it'll take 2-3 years maybe for you to build back that muscle that it only took you a couple months for you to run away from extreme dieting. So your goal weight is not 150. Your goal when weight loss, I want you to realign your goals with weight loss. Your goal is not for the scale to say, oh my God, you're so skinny. Oh my God, you ate that, girl. You don't need the scale to tell you you're skinny. You actually need the mirror to say, damn, bitch, you look good. One thing about it, you did that. And your scale will tell you that when you focus on maintaining muscle. My goal here is to teach you not how to lose weight or get to your goal weight. I don't care about your goal weight. My goal is to teach you this is gold. Gold, GOLD, is to get to your gold weight. Gold, gold. This is your goal weight. This is null and void, because you have however much muscle you have. I'm just using numbers. But let's say if you had 175 or 70 pounds of muscle, that is gold. I only have about 140 pounds of muscle in my body. I wish I could get to 170 pounds of muscle. That is incredible. This means you're strong, you have high bone density, and you burn a lot of calories. You don't want to lose a lick of muscle in your body. So when you think about your body overall, just know that your body is a certain weight, but inside of that weight, there is fat and muscle. And what your goal is to do is to lose the fat, but who cares about the fat? Really, your goal is to maintain and build the muscle. Because if you have 70 pounds of muscle. That means at minimum, the lowest weight you would ever consider going is 170, because you never want to lose a lick of muscle. Remember, when you lose muscle, you lower your bone density, your metabolic rate. You also start to look flabby, saggy, and have excess skin. So you don't want that. So the minimum you should ever consider going is the lowest amount of muscle you have. So in this case, it would be 170. However, you're a beginner. Most beginners in their first year of weightlifting, can put on 20 to 25 pounds of muscle. That's sick, because I'm not a beginner, which means I'm only going to put about 10 to 15 pounds of muscle on this 2023. I'm only going to be able to put on about 10 or 15 pounds of muscle. I'm a bodybuilder. That's all I could put on. That's sad, considering that you're a beginner and you can put on 20 to 25 pounds of muscle. That's incredible. That is a gift in itself. You don't understand it right now, lady, but I'm telling you, continue to come to these lives. Join my Facebook family. It's absolutely free. It costs you nothing. It's Fine Fit Fitness on Facebook, and you'll learn the fact that you could put on 20 to 25 pounds of muscle in your first year is sickening. I wish I could do that. I wish I knew that when I first started. So what you want to do is not focus on getting to your goal weight. You actually want to say, I'm 170 pounds of muscle. All right, so I want to put on like 20. Let me see if I can put on 20 pounds of muscle. 20 pounds of muscle over the next year. I'm only going to be able to put on 10, but you could put on 20. That feels unfair to me, because I work really hard in the gym, but that's okay. It's just how it is when you're a beginner. So let's say you're 170 plus 20. You're going to try to put on 20 pounds of muscle. That's not even that difficult. Get in the gym, eat adequate protein, and push heavy weight, progressive overload. If you get the 90-day plan and use the discount code 30 now, you'll know exactly what progressive overload workouts are, so you can put that muscle on. So let's say you put on 20 pounds of muscle in your first year. That's crazy to me. You're really, really lucky. Now you will have 190 pounds of muscle. So in order for you to look good, so remember when you were fixated on your goal weight, remember when you started here? You started here, you said, oh, 2023, I'm 300 pounds and I want to get to 150 pounds. All you were going to end up doing is looking like this. Let me guess, you were going to do keto, you were going to fast, you were going to juice, you were going to get on Ozempic, you were going to get on Manjaro, you were going to have weight loss surgery. Whatever one of those you were going to do, you were going to end up looking like this. Okay. Is that what you really wanted when you started on this journey? Be honest with yourself. I want you to be super honest with yourself. When you started on your journey, what's your goal? What's your goal to look like this? Be honest. Nah, your goal wasn't to look like that. Your goal was actually to look good, to feel good, to be the baddest bitch in your friend group, to have more self-esteem. And I'm telling you, as someone who's gotten a body type like this, that I've lost weight, but it ended up saggy, baggy, excess skin, metabolism in the dumps. It sucked. And the worst part about getting your body to this point where you've lost muscle and now you're saggy or have excess skin is you're going to gain the weight back. If you do any 95% of people who lose weight, meaning fat and muscle, end up gaining the weight right back, because when you lose muscle, you lower your metabolic rate, which means the amount of calories that you can consume without gaining weight lowers. So not only do you lose weight rapidly and you end up not liking the way your body looks, that sucks, but also you end up gaining the weight right damn back. How is this a benefit? 95% of people who lose weight gain it back. Okay, so boom. Instead of doing that, what I want you to do is I want you to be like, okay, I got muscle in my body. Yes, I'm fat, whatever, but you're going to lose the fat just by building muscle. So you got 170 pounds of muscle. We can put on 20 to 20 pounds in your first year. Put on muscle. Oh my God, if I put on muscle, I'm going to end up looking like this. Girl, if you don't sit down somewhere, it'll be impossible for you to look like this. Putting on muscle doesn't mean turning into a man or very masculine or very muscular or bulky. What women are afraid of, is so irrational. I want you to think about when you've seen this person in real life, not on TikTok, not on She-Hulk, not on the movies, not on the wrestling channel. When have you seen this body type in real life? You've never seen it in real life, ever, 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 ever. This is an irrational fear that most women have when we talk about building muscle. It's ridiculous. You'll never look like this, I swear to God. If you were to ever able to look like this would mean you're an elite athlete. You're in the top 1%. You probably went to the Olympia stage this week. That's what required. So that would be equivalent to being LeBron James. To pick up a basketball and turn it into LeBron James, Steph Curry, Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan. Do you think you have Michael Jordan in your blood system? You don't. You'll be a regular person with a regular basketball, and or you'll be a woman with a weight. What happens when you actually focus on building muscle? You just look better. You just look better. You just have a nicer shape. You got a little bit more curvature to your body because muscles is what gives you curves. So you don't end up looking masculine. Instead, you just end up having a nice shape. Instead of following your goal weight and not liking the way your body looks. So let's go back to our equation, you guys. If you get a DEXA scan, DEXA, it'll tell you how many pounds of your body is muscle versus fat. So what I want, if you get a DEXA scan, you don't have to get a DEXA scan. You could just know that most of our bodies are more muscle than fat. Most of our bodies are more muscle than fat. All right, so if you had 170 pounds of muscle, if you're 300 pounds, but your goal weight was 150, I'm telling you right now, that's a terrible number. That ain't gonna work for you. That ain't gonna work for you. So instead, you want to say, oh, my body's like 170 pounds of muscle. I'm just using numbers. And I want to add 20 pounds of muscle this year to me. So that would make me 190 pounds of muscle. Now, a nice body fat percentage is about 20%. That's a healthy body fat percentage where you'll actually look good, like the photos that I showed you. So at 20% body fat percentage, that means you would want to be 1936. You would get to come on, y'all, 36, 226. 226. At 226, you would look like a stallion. At 226, you'll have curves, but also you'll be a lower body fat percentage. So you'll see some muscle definition in your arms and your leg. Have you ever seen the girls who be like, "Ooh, I'm 226," but they don't look like it? Like I was 225 and I look like it, sloppy, big, whatever. But some girls would be like Malaya, would be 226, but they would look so good. I didn't understand how they were my weight, but their bodies just look very nice to me. It's how much muscle you have inside of there. So if you focus on getting more muscle and then keeping a healthy amount of body fat percentage, your goal is actually to get to 226. At 226, you look good. At 226, you here with it. And I'm just using these numbers, you guys. I want you to focus on muscle, adding muscle, and when you only focus on adding muscle, what you do is burn fat. You burn fat when you focus on adding muscle because you increase your metabolic rate and you burn more calories. So you burn fat when you do that. So I want you to focus on that 226 or lean muscle mass, not the 150 or the lowest weight you can get. All you're going to do is gain the weight back, and you're not going to like the way the weight loss looks. I'm going to go ahead and read some of you guys' questions right now. I apologize about the delay. And I'm going to bulk some questions together. So I see a lot of the same questions. I'm just going to answer all at once. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You want to lose belly fat? That's the only fat you got? Well, I just told you what to do. Focus on maintaining muscle to lose belly fat. Fat is just fat. Now, what you don't want to focus on, because I get a lot of questions on this, should you focus on doing a detox or a reset or a fast or a cleanse at the beginning of the year? Why? All you're doing is punishing yourself. That's a disordered eating. You have an eating disorder 9 times out of 10. Let me guess. All year long, you've had it your way if you've eaten everything that you wanted to eat this year, correct? Thanksgiving came, you had as many low vibrational plates as you could stuff into your belly. Okay, now what? Now you want to punish yourself. That's what I call it, punishment. To punish yourself or reset is what you call it. You call it a detox. You call it a cleanse. We see each other. So let's talk about the science behind the resets or the cleanses or the starvation diets. That's basically what's happening. All year you've eaten every single thing you could think of. Okay? You've gotten bigger than ever this year. How much weight did you gain this year? This year. Oh, okay. The only way to gain weight is to eat more calories than your body burns. So you certainly had your fair share of food. And now to reset at the top of the year because you're tired of being big, you're ready to start on a starvation diet, a cleanse. Oh my goodness. There's no such thing. Your body has organs in it, and those organs are what actually detoxes your body. So you don't need to detox on top of a detox. Your body is already doing it for you, sis. But you're just ready to lose some pounds. So what you say is a cute word on top of it. You say, I'm going to dry fast. I'm going to intermittent fast. I'm just going to take a 2-week break. I'm just going to reset. You use the cutest words, but at the end of the day, all it means is starve. So you plan on starving. Starve. You're not going to eat for a couple days, a couple weeks. You're really going to try to drop weight fast. What happens during these starvation diets, these juice cleanses, these water cleanses, whatever? You don't eat. Hmm. Weird. You just went from one extreme to the other because to be overweight, you have to actually eat a lot of calories, or more calories than your body burns. So let's say your body is burning about 2,000 calories a day because on average, that is how many calories it's burning. For the average person, it's about 2,000 calories a day. But really, that's for a man or a stronger or bigger woman. So for you, for the most women who are on my plan, join my Facebook group and use the discount code 30 now for 30% off of meal plans in the link in the bio. For most people, this number is even lower. That's like money. So think about having $2,000 you could spend every day. Calories are the same. You have 2,000 calories you can eat every day. And if you spend $2,000 a day, you will not get in debt. Or if you eat 2,000 calories a day, you will not overeat. You will not gain weight. However, to gain weight, what most of us are doing are eating 4, 5, 6,000 calories a day. Oh no, I don't eat that much. Oh yes, you do eat that much. You can go to Starbucks right now and get your regular coffee with creamers and sugars. That'll be about 400 to 600 calories in just a cup of Joe. And how many cups of that do you drink every single day? I used to go to Chick-fil-A and I would get a salad, and that would be 1,600 calories. So one Chick-fil-A salad, the dressings are 300 calories each. That's 1,600. I would go to Red Robin and get a burger, half a stack of onion rings, and half a milkshake. 5,000 calories. Yes. It's very easy to overeat the amount of calories your body can burn. Most people don't even realize it, but you're doing it every damn day. But either way, you've been eating 5, 6,000 calories a day. That's how you gain so much weight. That's how you have a double chin and auntie arms and big belly fat. Now, to offset it, to reset at the beginning of the year, you're prepared to do a cleanse, a detox, reset. That's all the cute words you use, but really you're just prepared to starve. So let's say you're going to do a juice and a veggie detox for 2 weeks where you don't eat anything except juice and veggies mashed up. You're going to go from one extreme to the other. You're going to eat about 500 calories a day. Doesn't that seem extreme? Doesn't it seem like you're in a cycle here? Now, let's say you eat 500 calories and then to offset or reset, you decide to eat 5,000, you decide to eat 500. That seems like a cycle you're constantly in. A binging, this is binging, to starving. This is starving. A binge to starve, binge to starve, binge to starve. That's why you haven't lost any weight over these years, because all you do is go from one extreme to the next. Now, what I want you to do is go to the link in the bio at Find Fit Fitness. Enter your height, your weight, your age, your activity level. Click my username, take it to my TikTok account, enter your height, your weight, your age, your activity level. It'll tell you right now how many calories you should be eating. And I'm telling you that number is around 2,000. That number's around 2,000. It could be 1,700, it could be 2,300, whatever it is. So you go from one extreme to the other. What I really want you to do is just get in the goddamn middle. I want you to get in the middle. Stop going from one extreme to the other. The same thing exists. So this is not only a starvation diet or a cleanse. This is also Ozempic and Mounjaro because they restrict the amount of calories you can consume. This is also weight loss surgery. It restricts the amount of calories that you can consume. This is also intermittent fasting or juicing. It just restricts your calories. You don't realize it, but you're constantly always thinking about overeating and then as a repercussion, under eating. Instead, I want you to just eat in the middle. I just want you to eat in the middle. I want you to find exactly the highest amount of calories that your body can burn every day and eat that amount of calories. That is the goal. That is the goal, to get in the middle. So if you use the calculator, it'll tell you. It's absolutely free. Join the Facebook family. Thousands of people in there losing fat and building muscle, because you cannot maintain or build muscle if you do not eat adequately. What happens to your body when you go from one extreme to the other? One extreme to the other. One extreme to the other. So here you are. Okay, one extreme, that means you're eating too much, to here you are. The other extreme, that means you lost muscle. Okay. Instead, I want you to get in the goddamn middle. I want you to get in the middle, because what will happen to your body? What actually happens to your body when you do that cleanse or that detox or that reset for 2 weeks where you just decide to not eat? What happens when you go from one extreme to the other? You're just going to lose a bunch of water retention. In the first week or two that you do that detox or that cleanse, you will drop 8 pounds or so on the scale. When you do that juice that juice diet star. Yeah, you are. But here's the problem. I want you to grab your problem areas. Before you do the juice detox, you want to get rid of your double chin. You want to get rid of your belly fat. Want to get rid of your auntie arms. Be honest with yourself. You're not starving yourself for weeks at a time just so you can still be big, but that's what happens. When you start the detox, the juice cleanse, the starvation diet, the dry fasting, really what you want to get rid of is the double chin. Grab that fat on your chin right now for me. Grab your fat. You want to get rid of the auntie arms. Grab your fat. You want to get rid of the belly fat, that stubborn belly fat, that mommy pooch, that fupa. You want to get rid of it. Now, here's the kicker. You're never going to get rid of it. You're never going to get rid of it. Doing the 2-week not eating diet, all you're going to do is drop a bunch of water. Now, here's the problem with dropping water. It's going to make you poop a lot. Have you ever taken a detox tea? Have you ever purchased a detox tea from an Instagram influencer or anyone like that? What happens when you do the detox tea? It makes you poop. It makes you poop your brains out. You're on the toilet for 7 days straight. Poop, 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 shooting out of your booty hole. Wow. Do you think that you ate? You didn't. When you take a detox tea or when you decide to do these not eating diets that make you poop a lot, all that happens is you poop. But here's the thing. Double chin is not poop. Grab your double chin right now. Grab your auntie arms right now. Grab your belly fat right now. None of those things are shit. None of those things are shit. None of those things are shit. Do you guys hear me? None of that is shit. Grab your auntie arms right now. None of that is poop. None of it is poop. I didn't understand this when I was overweight, so I would do extreme diets all the time. I had no clue that this is not poop. This is not brown little nasty poop. This is actually just body fat. So the only way to lose body fat is one of three ways. One of three ways. One of three ways. One of three ways. The only way to lose, the Facebook group is Fine Fit Fitness. One of three ways. One of three ways that fat leaves your body. So if you have a double chin, grab it right now. If you got auntie arms, grab them right now. If you got belly fat, grab it right now. That is fat. That is body fat. And the only way it is going to leave your body, the only way it's going to leave your body is by breathing. Exhaling. You don't have to go to the gym. You don't have to do hot breathing. You don't have to I'm talking about if you lay down on a couch all day, you be burning calories or burning fat. Fat, 80% of the fat that leaves your body escapes right through your mouth. Sleep all day, I swear to God, you're going to burn calories. 80%. So if you lost 100 pounds, 80 pounds came out of your mouth. 80 pounds came out of your mouth. Fine Fit Fitness is a Facebook group. 80 pounds came out of your mouth. Did you know that? 80. What about the other 20% of your fat? It comes out of your pores, through your sweating, and through your urine when you pee. So when you take a detox tea, when you do a all juice and lemon or whatever cleanse, and you drink that for the next 3 days, it's going to make you shit. Okay, who cares? Because shit is not double chin. Shit is not belly fat, and shit is definitely not auntie arms. All of these things are just fat. And if you want to get rid of that fat, you can stop taking the detox teas right now. That's just a laxative. You're wasting your time. You want to get into the kitchen. You want to begin to eat. So let's talk about what happens with your body when you burn. So remember the 3 ways. These are the only 3 ways. Stop taking detox teas. Stop starving yourself for 2 weeks or just drinking apple cider vinegar bullshit cleanses. It makes you poop. And poop is not fat. Poop will never be fat. And it's not even like, it's old poop too. Because when you take a detox tea, it'll make you poop, but like that's last week's poop. So who cares? Your body was always going to poop. Taking the detox tea didn't do anything special. It just made you accelerate the shit. You were going to get on the toilet and take a poop on Tuesday. You took the detox tea and made you poop on Sunday instead. Who cares? Because none of that was fat. Not a lick of it was fat. Not even a little bit of it was fat. The only 3 ways that fat leaves your body is by breathing, by sweating, and by urine. 20% is only, less than 20% is through urine and sweat. The other 80%, majority of the fat that leaves your body goes right through your mouth. So if someone is telling you right now, girl, get my detox tea, girl, get my detox drink, girl, I'm telling you, you need to do this juice detox, girl, I promise you're going to lose 8 pounds. Yeah, you're going to lose 8 pounds of shit, but it doesn't matter because you're still going to have a big old stomach. You're still going to have a triple chin. You're still going to have auntie arms. So what does it matter if you lost 8 pounds of poop? On the scale, yes, it says you're 8 pounds lighter, but in the mirror, it says, damn, my stomach is still big. So, what is the point of starving yourself for a week to get that? There's no point. Please stop doing it. We got to learn there's a way to lose weight accurately, scientifically. It's just by eating less. But I don't mean starving yourself, because if you starve yourself, all you're going to do is lose muscle and you're going to have excess flabby skin. You're not going to like the way you look, and I guarantee it. So instead, I want you to click my username. It's free. Enter your height, your weight, your age, your activity level. It will tell you right now how many calories you should eat every single day to lose 1 pound a week. 1 pound? I got to lose more than that. See, I got a wedding coming up. I got a vacation coming up. That's your problem. You're always in an extreme rush. And when you're in a rush, you don't lose any fat. All you do is do extreme things. I was overweight, and I would have a vacation scheduled for 6 months out. I would say, oh, I'm going on vacation for my birthday. For my birthday, I'm going out of the country this year. Because let's talk about how I didn't have money and how you don't have money. 42% of Americans are obese. 20% of those Americans are morbidly obese. And 62% of all Black women are obese. What's wrong with being obese? Cancer, infertility, diabetes, high blood pressure. Cancer. Yes, from being obese. Diabetes. 1 in 3 Americans will be pre-diabetic or have diabetes. Type 2 diabetes, the kind of diabetes you give yourself through your eating habits. So that's what's wrong with being obese. Infertility. Yep, not being able to have that baby that you wanted so much. What else? High blood pressure. It's going to kill you. So those are the problems, some of the problems with being obese. And as a Black woman, 62% of us are obese. That's insane. Was I one of them, overweight and obese? Absolutely. Do you have to be? No. So what's constant with Americans? We're big and we're broke. Most Americans don't have $1,000 in their account in case of emergency. So if I say, girl, do you have $1,000? Of course you would tell me no, because you don't know me. But what if your mama said, do you have $1,000? Would you have to tell your mom to wait until you get your check next week? When I'm going to get my check so you can give your mom $1,000? You don't have $1,000? That's not a lot of money to ask of. You don't have $1,000, but you're overweight at the same time. That tells me you spend a lot of money on food. You could have had $1,000 if you weren't overeating all the time. But that's a sad reality I had to face myself. If you're not ready to face it, that's okay. But I want you to think, how much money did you spend this year on food versus invest in yourself? How much money did you spend this year on food? A poor person, you might be poor like I was poor. I was overweight because I would overeat and I would overspend. I spent over $1,000 a month to be overweight. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? I spent top dollar to be insecure, low self-esteem, raggedy body. Let's be honest. The body never gave. Bad attitude, stank coochie because you fighting chronic yeast infection, cystic acne from the inflammation from all of the dairy. I spent a lot of money just to have a terrible existence. I want you to be honest with yourself. How much do you spend? You want to talk about it? How much did you spend this year on food? How much money did you make from your job this year? 60, 70,000, 20, 30,000. It no matter how much you make. I want you to think about how much money you still have. How much money did you make this year? See, a poor person, they'll make money, but they'll spend it. It's like the money just falls through your hands. You can't hold on to the money. A rich person will make money, but they're somehow able to capture it, Francesca. How much money did you make this year? We getting ready to do taxes. I know you waiting on tax season. How much money did Biden give you? How much money did you get from Cash App from your homegirl when it was your birthday? How much money did your baby daddy throw you? How much money did your job give you? How much money did you make this year? I ain't the government. You ain't got to tell me the truth, but I want you to be honest with yourself. Did you get 50,000 this year through your hands? And how much do you still have available to you? You don't have $1,000 in your bank account in case of emergency, but you made 50,000 this year. The math don't math. And what do you have to show for it? A bad body, bad health, low self-esteem. You have nothing to show for it, but you made 50 bands? That's crazy. When I was overweight, my life was exactly the same. I made a ton of money. I own my own real estate company at 21. And at the end of each year, I was broke as a joke. At the end of each month, let's be honest, I didn't even have enough money for a 4 for 4 at Wendy's. At the top of the month, when I used to get that check, I used to have hella money. I used to always go sit down and go to nice restaurants. But by the end of the month, I had $0. At the end of the month, I had $10 in my account, and I was running to Wendy's to see if make sure the girl didn't overcharge me for sauces, because I only want this to be $10 because I only have $12 and I want $2 left over. I don't want my car to jump back at Wendy's so that bitch think I'm broke. That was just my reality. Is your reality anything the same? Are we living the same life? Okay, think about how much money you made this year and how much money you spent. If you're poor, you spent all your money. If you made 50,000 this year, you gave your money to H&M, to Burger King, to Starbucks. You gave your money to a bunch of places that you'll never see a dollar again. You'll never see that money again. Now, if you're rich or even have a rich mindset, maybe you invested in yourself this year. Let me show you a couple people who invested in themselves this year. Oh my goodness, this is one of my favorite investment stories, because if you join my Facebook family, which is absolutely free, you'll see her investment from the beginning of her journey in my Facebook family. It's thousands of us over there. It costs absolutely nothing. You don't have to purchase anything to be in it. Just go to Facebook, find Fit Fitness, or click the link in the bio, join it. You'll see a bunch of people who invested in themselves this year. Invested, meaning they spent money on food, but somehow they didn't end up like you. This is Regina. She invested in herself this year. Regina, at the top of the year, towards the middle of the year, maybe about April, she started on my meal plan. This is what she looked like before she started on the meal plan. This is what you look like right now. Now, Regina invested in herself. She spent money on food, but it was an investment. Now, you spent money on food this year, but it was an investment. The food that you bought this year only made you bigger, sicker, more unhappy, more stuck in your ways. But Regina spent money on food, but it was an investment, because look at Regina. She's changed her life and her relationship with food. That was a great investment. Look at Tanya. Tanya, I'm looking for your before and after. I have a ton of before and after. Shannon lost 40 pounds. I have a ton of people. April invested in herself this year. She started the plan towards the end of the year. Think about spending versus investing. Poor people spend money, meaning when they buy something, it is thrown out the window. They'll never see that dollar again. Versus rich people, they stingy. They think about it, shit. If I put this money out there, what do I get in return? Now, you put a lot of money out towards Pizza Hut, to Burger King, to McDonald's, and you didn't get anything back in return except worse health, except a bigger body. That doesn't seem like a good return on me. Versus rich people, they put money out and they get something in return. April invested in herself this year. April, her investment was high. Now, when I say invested, I don't mean, oh, April joined my one-on-one coaching program for $1,000. She invested in. Girl, fuck that. This shit is free. This shit is absolutely free. I come here every single day, 3-4 hours a day. I talk about weight loss 24 hours a day. If you're on my TikTok page, I don't never stop talking about how to lose weight effectively. Join the Facebook family. It's free. Go to the website, download the free options up there. So when I'm talking about investing, she didn't pay me no extra money than nobody else. It ain't like that. It's just about when she went to the grocery store, she didn't buy a bunch of bullshit that was going to make her sicker and fatter. Instead, she bought a bunch of good food that actually changed her life. Now, April, after being on the plan for a couple months, down 65 pounds. Now, I want you to think about you. Have you ever lost 65 pounds? Have you? Have you? And let me guess if you have lost 65 pounds. No shade, no tea. No shade, no tea. Did you look like this? Did you have a lot of excess skin, a lot of baggy skin, did you look melted? Okay. Now I want you to look at April. April on my meal plan. April lost 65 pounds. She doesn't have excess skin or baggy skin. Instead, she actually has maintained her lean muscle mass. Wow, that's interesting. She has muscles. April is no longer on her insulin. Oh yeah, she has the diabetes just like a lot of Americans, but no longer does she have to poke herself to stay alive. Can you imagine that? To stay alive? She doesn't have to do that anymore. And she's getting ready to get off of her heart medication. April has been battling with a ton of health issues. Okay, April battles no more. Keela, she doesn't battle anymore. She doesn't have to. She invested in herself, meaning she didn't spend a bunch of money that made her sicker and bigger and more unhappy. Instead, she invested in food. Was the food expensive? Hell no. April saved money. Most of us go from overspending and overeating to underspending and eating the amount of calories our body can burn. We spend about $50 to $60 a week on groceries. So it's not about spending more money on food. She doesn't have to shop at Whole Foods to be on this plan. Spend about $50 to $60 a week to change your life and your relationship with food and to change your finances. Grab the fat. Yeah. Do you lift weights before or after cardio? It doesn't matter, whichever way you want to do it. Girl, you need a friend like me. I'm here every single day. Why? Because when I started my weight loss journey, I had nowhere to go except Jimmy Leach. I found him, and every single day he told me I ate too much. Through my teachings with him, I just learned, wow, I really did just eat too much. I thought I was overweight because I was lazy or genetics or my hormones. None of this was true. I was overweight because I ate too much. Chitty, maybe that's what you need. Thank you so much, Pup. Hey, lady, what's the rep range for recommended weight loss from 12 to 15? Thank you, Jean. Thank you so much. I'm reading comments top to the bottom. Thank you. I appreciate you. You have a scale that measures muscle mass found at Target. Very good. They chase a big back. Okay. Hey, officially. Hey, Lucy. Oh, I'm sorry, Chest Jazz. I need to change it. Thank you. I appreciate you. You trying to gain weight? Enter your height, weight, age, and activity level in the link in the bio. It'll tell you how many calories you should eat every single day in order to lose 1 pound a week. Get a plan based on that. My daily routine is waking up at 3:40 a.m., going to the gym by 4 a.m., doing my cardio by 5 a.m., and getting back home by 5:30 a.m. And then I may go train my sister, but basically my day ends at about 10 or 11 a.m. I wake up at 3:40 a.m. When I was overweight, I couldn't imagine. I could never imagine waking up early. I was lazy. I was fat. I used to have insomnia. I used to not be able to go to bed because I was watching Law and Order on the couch. Why? I'm watching Law and Order on the couch because I had to wait for the Pizza Hut man to drop off the pizza. He said he was going to be here in 30 minutes, but it's been about an hour and 15 minutes. So here I am calling Pizza Hut, asking where's my damn pizza. I'm addicted to the sugars and the dairy, and I can't help it. So after I have the pizza, I got to have a little something sweet after that. And then I'm up. I can't go to bed. I'm on the couch. I can't sleep. So I wake up in the middle of the morning. Now, oh, no, I don't do that now. Now I follow my meal plan. I eat my meals. I go to bed at around 8 o'clock and I wake up at 3:40 a.m. And my day is over by about 10 or 11 a.m. Oh, it's finished. I can do whatever I want with the rest of my day. I can be more successful with the rest of my day. What is your schedule like? I know exactly what I'm going to eat every single day. That takes the guesswork out of my life. That is where we spend most of the time trying to figure out, girl, what I'm going to eat. I'm starving. Why are you starving all the time? It's because you skip breakfast all the time. You're starving by the middle of the day because in the morning you're not hungry. Well, if you weren't hungry, why would you be starving by 11 or 12? It's because your body was hungry. You just didn't feed it. Thank you. I appreciate you healing. Thank you so much, Faith. You hit 50 and can't lose like I used to. That's not true. You hit 50 and you just got a little bit more lazy. Okay, let's talk about the science behind it. From age 20 to 60, nothing changes. Metabolism, nothing changes. Very small changes. Nothing. Really, nothing significant. From 20 to 60, nothing happens with your metabolism that makes it more difficult. Nothing happens with your metabolism that makes it more difficult. Mm-mm. Studies show nothing happens with your metabolism that makes it more difficult. When I was overweight and I was younger, all the old ladies used to scare me. They used to say, "Ooh, girl, you better lose that weight now. You better lose that weight now, girl. It get harder when you get older." That scared the bejeebers out of me. I used to be so afraid because it was like, damn, I'm going to be big and I'm not going to be able to get the weight off of me because all the old ladies said it gets harder as you get older. They didn't know what they were talking about. Ooh, shit. Sorry. Now follow me. Studies show nothing happens with that metabolism. Now, you know what does happen? Your metabolism is just a number. It is neither slow nor fast. It's just a number. Your metabolism is your metabolic rate. Your metabolic rate is how many calories your body burns. It's how many calories your body burns, huh? Yeah, so usually you'll say some shit like, oh, my metabolism is so slow. My metabolism is so fast. Big people say their metabolism is slow. Skinny people say my metabolism is fast. None of those things exist. It's just a number. It's just a number. And the reality is, most of our metabolisms are around the same. My metabolism isn't like very different than your metabolism. Right now, mine is about 2,500, 2,600. So it is kind of like a lot higher than most women's, but I do have more muscle. However, when I started my journey, my metabolism was about 1,600. So that's more accurate. My metabolism about 1,600, meaning that's how many calories I could eat every day and not gain a pound, Shamika. How much is your metabolism? If you're a woman, shit, it might be low. It might be low. Most women, I just had somebody send me their metabolic rate. They got a DEXA scan yesterday. Who was that? Teresa? Teresa, I'm not gonna give you guys all her stats, but 270. She's 270 pounds. Don't fight me. Fight yourself. Don't fight me on this information. People get so upset with me when I give these numbers. They're real. Teresa follows my live. She might be in the room right now. I get a lot of people. It don't cost nothing to talk to me. It don't cost nothing. Send me a DM. Send me an email. Goddamn, call me. I don't even know how y'all found my number. Y'all goddamn call me. I will answer it because it's not hard. And I'm tired of seeing people starve for weight loss. It pisses me off. It upsets me, especially as a black woman. 2 out of 3 black women are obese. We're dying. We're dying. We're dying. We're dying. That's just a fact. That's crazy. Anywho, so I get a lot of emails. People email me all the time. I talk about getting DEXA scans up here. I don't get paid no money if you go get a DEXA scan. I don't have like a go to my DEXA scan guy. I'll get $50 cash back if you go. I don't get no motherfucking money. Go get a DEXA scan. Go. It's $150. Go pay the guy. Pay the guys. When you get a DEXA scan, it's an x-ray of your body, and it'll literally tell you, girl, you're 300 pounds or 270 pounds. But in Teresa's case, Teresa 270, but she 120 pounds of muscle. If you guys have been watching my lives, and I get these emails all the time, and I'll help people break them down, because when you get the test, it's not like the guy at the test center. He gonna tell you everything that you need to know about this. This motherfucker, he just puts you in an X-ray and he give you the results, and you really don't understand it. So I like it when people ask me, "Hey, what does this mean?" Or what should I do? She's 275, 70 pounds. She feel like life is over. It's not over. But inside of that 270, she's only 120 pounds of muscle and 130 pounds of fat. That puts her at 250, which means the other 20 pounds of her body is miscellaneous. Miscellaneous bones, muscle, bone, brain, organs, water, blood. The rest of her body is about 20 pounds. So she is 120 pounds of muscle, 130 pounds of fat. This is a big grown lady now. She an older lady. What's she say now? Her resting metabolic rate, meaning how many calories she can eat without gaining weight, ain't nothing but 1535. You want to fight me. You want to fight me whenever I tell you you eat too much, but it's the truth. 1535. That's how many calories her body is burning every day. This is her metabolism. People say my metabolism is slow or my metabolism is fast. The reality is her metabolism has been just about the same most of her life. From 20 to 60, and I'm talking about her, but I'm talking about you too. From 20 to 60, your metabolism is the same. So let's say her metabolism all her adult life has been about 1500. That's nothing. That's nothing. That's nothing. That's really nothing. That's very, very low. That's nothing. But that's how much yours is. She is 270 pounds, 120 pounds of muscle. If you got less muscle than hers, and most women do have less muscle than hers, the average woman only got like 80 pounds of muscle. So you probably have less muscle than her. That means your metabolic rate is even lower than hers. It's even lower than hers, which means your ass supposed to eat even less than her. She's supposed to eat no more than maybe like 1900 calories a day. You know how hard it is to get 1900 calories in a day? That is so little. That is so little. You could go to Cheesecake Factory right now and get one slice of cheesecake. It will exceed this number. If she eat one slice of cheesecake a day from Cheesecake Factory, she can't eat nothing else for the rest of the day. Nothing else. That's how little, when we go out to eat, especially in America, that's how little food you can eat. So a lot of people think, oh my God, my metabolism has slowed down so much. I've gotten older. That's not true. Your metabolism, her metabolism has been about the same all of her adult life. Now, what has changed in her life? At 20, she was thotting and bopping. She was ripping and running. She was in the streets. She had a job that kept her on her feet. She had a man who kept her on her toes. Shit, at 20, it's exciting. It's a lot of movement in your life, and especially when you're a young person and you have a job, you have mostly like the shitty job. So even if you worked at the same company for 40 years, when you first started in the company entry level, you had a job that required you to move around more, follow the boss, just really catch up on things. And as you get older, life gets better. You are able to get more sedentary. That's the beauty about getting older. You don't have to move that much. Your job is not that difficult. However, that's terrible for your activity levels, because at activity level in the sky, toward the older we get, the activity goes down, 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 down. What hasn't changed? The metabolism. The shit is always going to be just about the same. Now, what about food? At 20, you don't have that much money for food. Even though you do eat a lot of junk food, you're really not eating that much. You might grab a bag of chips, some soda, but you don't have time to sit down. You're ripping and running. You in the streets. You all over the place. Versus as you get older, you eat so much more. You go to every restaurant. You have more money and you have more time, and you spend it. Hey, my love. Hey, oh yes. So yes. So activity in the dumps, food in the sky, metabolism consistent. So the problem is you never ate 1500 calories. That's very difficult to eat this little calories every single day. If you go to Chick-fil-A and only eat one salad a day, and that don't mean you can't drink no soda, you can't drink no juice. If you just get this Chick-fil-A salad I used to get with 2 dressings, each dressing is about 300 calories. That Chick-fil-A salad is 1600 calories. And that's all you can eat. A lot of us just don't realize we eat too damn much. Combined with how little we move our body, it's a clusterfuck. It's bad. It's just bad. All right, so what is this plan about? What is Teresa's goal now? Teresa's goal is not to lose a bunch of weight. I don't want to get Teresa down to 150. Oh my God. No. I want Teresa to value how much muscle she has in her body. And I want her to increase this muscle. She's a beginner. So as a beginner, she could put on 20 to 25 pounds of muscle in the first year. So let's go back to the DEXA scan. How important this is. If you want to do anything for yourself for Christmas, don't buy don't let nobody get you a goddamn gift card to Cheesecake Factory. Tell them to put it back, put it back, put it back. Don't let them do that. And tell them, give me a DEXA scan, DEXA. Go give me a DEXA scan. It's $100, $150. DEXA. Go and see how fat you are. Go and see how much muscle you are. This is what we'll focus on with Teresa. Teresa's 120 pounds of muscle. Bet. So knowing that she could put on 20 to 25 pounds of muscle in her first year as a beginner is excellent. And as you get more expert, you can only put on like 10, 15 pounds of muscle in your first after the words. I'm only going to put on about 10 pounds of muscle this year. That sucks for me. But for Teresa as a beginner, this is incredible. So let's say we push it. She go in the gym, she do progressive overload. This is what her 2023 looks like. Teresa right now, 270. She feel fat. She feel lazy. She feel old. She feel bad about herself. All right. By the end of 2023, she's going to feel like the baddest bitch. She's going to be Trina because she's going to be 120, and then we're going to try to put on 25 pounds of muscle just by eating adequate protein and pushing heavy weight. We'll really try to push it. So that means she'll be 145 pounds of muscle. I'm 140 pounds of muscle, so I'm coming forward. So with 140 pounds, 45 pounds of muscle, now we want her to be at about 20% body fat. 20% body fat, she's going to look like a bad bitch. She's going to look incredible. She's going to look incredible. She's going to feel incredible. This is going to increase her health, her bone density, especially as an older woman, right? She's not much older, but older. So 20% body fat will put her at about 14. That's 29. So we got to do 29 plus 145. 29 plus 145. 29 plus 145. That's 174.5, I think. So now her goal is actually 174.5. That's the goal. That's the goal. 174.5. 174.5. Less than 100 pounds, but we're not focusing on losing weight. We're only focusing on losing fat. We only have to lose fat, 1 pound of fat a week. So at this point, 175, 175, 170. I'm trying to do the math in my head, y'all. The math don't be mathing that quick nowadays, okay? Just slow down. Hold on. Hold your roll. That's 95 pounds of fat. 95 pounds. That's it. 1 pound a week. She's going to lose more than that because she's at the beginning of her journey. But that is her goal. Her only goal right now is not to lose the fat. It's only to build the muscle. If we focus on building the muscle, what else happens? If we focus on building the muscle, she gets that beautiful physique. But more importantly, this number that has been consistent through from 20 to 60, from 20 to 60, it's been consistent. This number, if we focus on building muscle, remember, this number is a lot of it is dictated by how much muscle you have. So if we take the amount of muscle she has from 120 to 145, 120 to 145, 120 to 145, this number increases. Now her number is 2,000, 2,100, 2,200. This means that before, if she ate over a certain amount of calories, boom, she gained weight. Now we can increase that number. So that means it's harder for her to gain weight in the future. The reason why 95% of people who lose weight gain it back is because they do extreme diets. They focus on a goal weight. I want to get to 150. They lose as much muscle as possible, which means they lower this number. So from 120, if she decided to do keto, fasting, Ozempic, Mounjaro, weight loss surgery, all that would happen is she would lose muscle. So that number wouldn't go to 145. Instead, that number would go to 83. She'll have 83 pounds of muscle now. So what happens to this number, the metabolic number? This metabolic number went from 1,535 to fucking 1,200, 1,100. This is terrible. So because after a while, after you finish keto, you finish fasting, you get off of Mounjaro or Ozempic, or you be able to start eating more after weight loss surgery, what happens is a lot of people will say, damn, I don't even eat as much as I used to, but I'm gaining so much weight back faster than I used to. Correct, you are. Because before it took 1,500 calories for her to gain weight. Now it only takes 1,200 or 1,100 for the weight gain to increase. When you lose muscle, you just increase and you lower your rate in which you gain weight. So instead, I just use someone's real life example from a DEXA scan. That's a real life example. All we want to focus her on now is building muscle. If we only focus on building muscle, we get her the physique she wants. We increase her metabolic rate, which means she can eat more. She what do you call it? She loses fat. There's no downside. So how will she do all these things? Only thing she honestly has to do is get a plan. She already has a plan. So she got the plan before she got the DEXA scan, and the plan backed up exactly what the DEXA scan said. Girl gained muscle. I could have told you that, and I did tell her that, but she still wanted more scientific based evidence. So she got it. And it told her exactly what I said: build muscle. Just build muscle. So she's got a meal plan from the link in the bio. Use the discount code 30 now for yours. Enter your height, your weight, your age, your activity level. It'll tell you how many calories you should eat every day to lose 1 pound a week. Get a sample meal plan based on that number. The 90-day plan is 30% off using the discount code 30 now. But the 90-day plan has 2-week anti-inflammatory meal plan at the front. Why? I want you to get rid of your sugar and your dairy cravings. You're addicted to sugar, you're addicted to dairy, and it shows all through your face and your body. You're fighting chronic yeast infections, cystic acne, inflammation, and bloating. It's also extremely addictive. Sugar is in particular. And because it's so addictive, we eat so much of it. So it's really hard. It's really hard to be on a weight loss journey if you're going to eat so much. It's impossible. So do the 2-week anti-inflammatory diet. Get rid of the sugar and the dairy cravings. Most people lose 8 to 15 pounds in the first 2 weeks. So that's a side effect. But then the next 30 days of the plan is a regular meal plan: French toast, tacos, hamburgers, ice cream. During that time, we focus on HIIT workouts. When you focus on HIIT workouts, you can increase high intensity interval training. You increase the amount of your heart rate. So you can burn calories doing HIIT, but I don't want you to do it to burn calories. I want you to do it to increase your heart rate. You need to learn how to move your body a little bit better. And then the next 46 days of the plan is regular meal planning: French toast, tacos, hamburgers, ice cream, regular food. You have to measure it out. So do not leave that website without a food scale. Do not leave the website without a food scale. You need a food scale so you know exactly how much you're eating. But with the last 46 days of the plan, progressive overload. This is where we focus on building muscle. Building muscle is something you're going to focus on for the rest of your plan, for the rest of your life. Building muscle is the number one goal with all of us. We all need to focus on building muscle to increase our bone density so we don't get arthritis, osteoporosis, so we can stay healthy, so we can eat more. So day 46 is when you start progressive overload. And the reason why you did HIIT workouts before progressive overloads is because if you try to do an hour of weight lifting, which is required 3 times a week, an hour of weightlifting, that's all. If you try to just go straight to the gym and lift weights, bless you, my love, you're going to be on your ass. Weightlifting is very exhausting if you don't have good lung capacity or good cardiovascular strength. That's why we spend the first 46 days of the plan just getting you stronger, getting you stronger. And then the next 46 days of the plan making you actually stronger. Does that make sense? You want to lose 50 pounds, sample meal plan, link in the bio. Link in the bio. Okay. Meal plan and exercise plans, yes, the 90-day plans. So addicted to sugar and dairy, yep. Stop. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. My issue is cooking 2 different meals for my family. You don't have to cook 2 different meals. Eat the same exact thing that your family eats. It's taco night and burgers night and everything else. And also, if you're overweight, your kids are more susceptible to be overweight, and your partner is probably overweight too, or has bad health. So I want you to think about it too. Like, you're not the only one. You're not the only one. Look at your house. Look around the house. Everybody walking a little slow. Everybody a little bit big. Everybody eating the same food. So the food on the meal plan is regular food. Most people, like, the difference is when you make your food on the meal plan, you're going to measure your meals out because you are on this specific journey. But your kids will still eat rice and chicken and tacos and hamburgers and ice cream. They'll still eat the same food. But this could be a good way for you to get your kids and your spouse on a better or healthier relationship with food, because studies show if you big, then kids going to be big too. And they're going to have the same fight that you have. And that's not okay. Yes, you can use weightlifting machines. Thank you, Gabs. How do you find your metabolism? Just click the link in the bio, enter your height, weight, age, and activity level, and then tell you how many calories you should eat every single day to lose 1 pound a week. And get a plan based on that. Oh my God, somebody said fat turns into muscle. Oh my God, I have to read the comments more faster. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Fat is not muscle. Muscle is not fat. These two will never, these are not even near the same thing. This is 5 pounds of fat and this is 5 pounds of muscle. They both weigh the same things. These are not the same things. I want you to think about going in chemistry class and biology class, right? So in biology class, they had the x-ray up of the human body. It was bones, It was red muscle attached to the bones. And what they didn't show you in biology class is it's actually fat in front of the muscle. Muscle will never turn into fat. Fat will never turn into muscle. Those are two very different things. So don't think that one is going to turn into the other. No, there's two different entities. They'll never be the same. They are never intertwined. No, 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 no. No, no, no. No. What are some good high vibration foods? There's no such thing as high vibration foods or low vibration foods, or good foods or bad foods. That video, Coach Stormy, the she right, but she ain't know what she was talking about that much. But what she's saying is the girl had a big ass plate of food. The girl had 2,000 calories of food, 2,000 calories of food on her plate. That's the problem. When you're overweight, I just showed you a woman who's only supposed to be eating around 1,700 calories a day. So if you get a plate of food that's got a ton of calories on it and you eat that plate of food and you still eat breakfast and you still gonna eat dessert and you also drink drinks, that means you done ate 6,000 calories in a day. Your body can never burn that level of calories, which means you're going to gain weight. So what she's referring to by like what I perceive that she's referring to is her was high vibrations because it was less food. It was less food. And that's correct. You'll never see me out with a plate of food that's this big because it's 10,000 calories. And why am I eating 10,000 calories? When I used to go to Cheesecake Factory, I used to order bread and butter, appetizer, entree, desserts, and that was 10,000 calories of food, which makes no sense because my body was only burning 2,000 calories a day. What happens when you eat food that your body can't burn in a day? It stores some of it as fat. Every 3,500 calories in a surplus is a pound of weight gain. So I go to Cheesecake Factory, I get 10,000 calories in a sitting. I done gained 2 pounds for no reason. And some of those calories are stored as fat. So now here I go with a bigger double chin, even bigger arms, even bigger belly. So it's not that the foods are bad, it's that the amount of food is what leads to the weight gain. So focus on the amount of food by getting a meal plan and using your food scale to measure it out. Your stomach is sore. Hey, South Africa, I'm really struggling with doing compound movements like squats and RDLs. My back never stays straight. Tia, I would invest in a personal trainer or watch some videos on how to improve your form. Extreme binge eating, therefore not losing weight at all. Correct. You got to get a meal plan. Stop binging. Where is Ja at? Let me message her. Hey, TikTok. Hey, Laverne. I'm trying to gain weight, enter your height, weight, age, and activity level. It'll tell you how many calories you should eat every single day in order to gain 1 pound a week. Get a plan based on that. Thank you so much. I got my nails done by a Russian nail tech. I love them. I purchased one of your meal plans and I love the progress, but I'm having problem gaining muscle. How do you know? Are you getting DEXA scans? That's the only way you would know. I should be taught that. Yeah, you don't have to eat to your blood type to lose weight, but you can if you want a healthier life. But eating to your blood type does not mean you're going to lose weight. If you eat a lot of food and it's for your blood type, you'll still be big. It don't matter what you eat, you'll still be big if it's too much food. Eating to your blood type is excellent, but it ain't gonna help you lose weight. Does the meal plan? Yeah, it can be made for the whole family. Muscle is the only thing that burns fat. Yes, muscle burns fat. What about alkaline versus acidic food? You can eat more alkaline foods, but it has nothing to do with weight loss. It has nothing to do with weight loss. If you eat too much alkaline food, you'll still be big. It's about how much. Yeah. So you will want to focus on more alkaline. How do you determine your fitness level? It'll tell you how many days a week do you train, and that determines your fitness level. You need to eat 1,400 calories a day to lose. But as far as exercise, because I have a perm, you shouldn't be having a perm. They can cause cancers. Well, you a black woman, come on now. Come on now. I'm a cosmetologist by trade. I never did a perm on a lady's head, and it's a relaxer. It's called a relaxer, but that's beside the point. They lead to cancers. You know what? Relaxers, and you can look up studies, also lead to obesity. 62% of black women are obese. What's wrong with being obese? Cancer. So not only are you big, but the relaxer is giving you goddamn cancer on top of that. But babe, you got to break the spiritual hold that got on you. I'm not no holistic baddie or nothing like that. But before this process, I was a licensed cosmetologist and I owned a salon. That shit is terrible for you. And I know what you're saying. Oh, my stylist does it correctly. She don't give me lacerations or cuts, so I'm not gonna get I'm not gonna get the cancer. You know how crazy it is that you getting cancer determines on if your stylist does it perfectly or properly. Stop putting that crack in your head. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. And when you stop doing that, you can start going to the gym, because when they say the relaxers lead to cancers and obesity and fibroids, this is not scary enough. Like, literally, think about it. You're overweight now, correct? correct? And you get relaxers on top of that. So you just said you don't want to go to the gym and exercise because you got a relaxer. That's how black women are the fattest women in this country. 2 out of 3 black women are obese. 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3. Two of them. Why? You just said it. You get a relaxer and you don't want to go to the gym now because your relaxer fresh and you don't want to mess it up. And on top of that, the relaxer giving you cancer. DEXA scan, you can Google places to get a DEXA scan. We gotta break the hold, ladies. I'm a black woman. I used to look at the BMI chart. I was overweight. I knew I was overweight. I could see in the goddamn mirror, bitch, you big, bitch, you unhappy, bitch, you insecure, bitch, you got low self-esteem. I could see all of those things clear as day in that mirror. Clear as day in that mirror. But sometimes I wanted somebody else to tell me something different. So I would Google, like, oh, my height versus my weight. Am I normal? I wanted BMI chart to tell me I was normal. I was in a normal, like, yeah, I'm big, but like, I know I ain't that big. And every single time I looked up my BMI, my body mass index, which is not accurate, every time I looked it up, it told me, you're overweight, you obese, you big. And I would get so upset with the BMI chart. I would say, this is wrong. This is for white women. I'm not supposed to be that skinny. BMI chart told me I should be 150. They was right. I'm like 150. They was right. I'm like 150. When the BMI chart is not accurate with, the main parts that is not accurate with is people who have more muscle. So when I was doing the BMI chart when I was overweight, it was actually very accurate with my DEXA scans that I got in the past. But I didn't want to believe it. Versus like now, if I try to do the BMI chart, it's not accurate because I do have a lot more muscle in my body but I'm an anomaly. I have way more muscle than most women my age or even around my age. So it's inaccurate for the most part when it comes to how much muscle someone has. But the reality is most people don't even have that much muscle. But that's beside the point. So I would look up BMI chart and it would tell me, bitch, you big. And I would want to fight the BMI chart. I would want to fight it. But I don't know why I wanted to fight it. I should have just fought the plate because it was correct. I was big. And I didn't need the chart to tell me. I used to just try to use that damn chart to tell me I was normal. So I would get upset when it wasn't. But as a black woman, come on. Come on. Come on. You eat too much and you don't move your body. And your excuse for it is you got your hair. And the shit that you're putting in your hair is giving you cancer. And all the studies show it's fucking terrible for you. It's very, 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 very bad. It's very bad. If the only pro of it is it makes your hair straight, you got to find a different way to straighten your hair. Thank you, Ona. Oh, you natural with locks. Okay, I thought you said you have a perm. Oh, you got permanent back locks. Okay. Thank you. So, either way, find a personal trainer. If you know that you should be eating less, begin with the meal plan and start eating less. Then find a personal trainer. You have a permanent back issue, which means if you stay out of the gym, which is a way to regulate your weight. Going to the gym helps regulate your weight. Okay, it's 1270. Very good, Yvonne. Get a 1400 calorie plan, which means going to the gym is how you regulate your weight. For a lot of people, it's not how you lose weight, but it's regulation. I do 8 to 10,000 steps a day in order to manage my weight, in addition to just eating the amount of calories my body can burn. Anyhow, I get an injury and I can't go to the gym. I go to the gym 3 times a week and weight train 3 times a week. I do 30 minutes of cardio, but inside of that 30 minutes of cardio, I do 8 to 10,000 steps a day minimum. If I got hurt and I could not go to the gym, and I would, and I didn't understand the food part of it, I would gain weight rapidly. Because I'm not in a gym no more, I'm not regulating my weight with activity. So for you, since you can't go to the gym like that, you got to get the food down, follow the plan, but also go to a trainer and figure out what exercises you can do. What exercises you can do in order to regulate your weight. Okay, my bad. I read perm and I was like, hell no. The perm just sent me. Okay, I'm sorry. Thank you guys. Thank you so much, Tina. Tina understands. What about hormones messing with weight loss? Get a meal plan. It'll be helpful. Thank you so much. How do you lose belly fat? Sample meal plan, link in the bio. Okay, yes, Shades of J-Way, get a 1,500 calorie plan. You squat 205, bench 110. That's doing incredible. But I need help with the diet. Jillian, you need help with the diet? Eat at maintenance. I wouldn't tell you to eat in a deficit. I don't want you to lose your strength. A lot of our good strength comes when we're able to eat more. So I want you to get a meal plan based on your maintenance calories, how many calories you should eat every day to maintain your weight. Enter your height, your weight, your age, your activity level. It'll tell you how many calories you should eat every single day to maintain your weight. Get a plan based on that. You might find in the first week or two following the plan, it feels like you're losing some of your strength. It is okay, you'll get back on it. 510, 340. They want me to eat 1,500 to 2,000. No, that's too little for me. Use a calculator. You should be eating more. My goal is not to get you to eat the smallest amount of calories. A lot of times what happens is people will underestimate the amount of calories you should eat. You know, you got a friend that always comes late to the event and you tell her, girl, it's at 6:30, but it really don't start till 7:30. A lot of times that's what people do, because studies show people who think they're eating a certain amount of calories over consume at least by 1,000. So if I told you, girl, eat 2,000 calories, I already know off top you're gonna eat like 3,000, because you don't measure your food, you don't count sauces, you don't count drinks, so you're going to eat way more calories than I think. But if you have a meal plan and you use your food scale, use the discount code 30 now, you will hit 2,000 calories a day. So I don't have to underestimate for you to hit your calories, because I tell you, don't make your food with oils and butter. Change out your sauces for 5 or 10 calorie sauces instead of the 130 calories. You weigh 203 and 52. I should lift weights. I want to be 125, 63. Okay, you're not gonna be 125. 125 not a good weight, Yvonne. I know that was your weight when you was younger. That's not a good weight for you now, because if you weigh 203 pounds, someone on Facebook, if you weigh 203 pounds and you get a DEXA scan, it might say, okay, Yvonne, you got about 130 pounds of muscle and about 60 pounds of fat, and the rest of your body is miscellaneous. That's how much your brain weigh. That's how much, thank you so much. Okay, thank you. Thank you. That's how much your brain weight. All right, this is Teresa's DEXA scan in the Facebook group, who I was talking about earlier. Teresa shared her information. Join the Facebook group. You can see this. So Teresa shared her DEXA scan. Okay, you see the red? You see the bone? That's the bone. That's the bone in her body. A lot of us who are overweight think that we have big bones. You do not. You do not. You don't have no big old bones. You ain't no dinosaur. You got regular bones. And that's how you have knee issues or back issues or pain around your joints. You're putting a lot of pressure on your bones. So this is Teresa's DEXA scan. So the red part is her muscle. Our muscle is connected to our bones. Our muscle is connected to our bones. Remember in biology class, you got bone, then you have muscle connected to your bone, which is directly correlated with your bone density. This will dictate if you get arthritis, osteoporosis as you get older. You need to have a higher bone density, and the only way to have that is to have more muscle. So with black women got a lot of muscles. And we got better bone density than white women or Asian women. Why? Because black women big. We eat a lot of food. So here's the pro of eating more. This is not really good, but let's say for a white woman or Asian woman, they're more susceptible to have osteoporosis or arthritis, to have lower bone density versus a black woman. Black women, that's not really our issue. Why? Because we is big and we eat a lot of food. And when the more food you eat, 62% of black women are obese. So we are the biggest women in this country, which means we're packing on the pounds. And when you pack on the pounds of fat, you also pack on pounds of muscle. But when you pack on muscle, this increases your bone density. So our bones are strong versus our white or Asian counterparts, who are more susceptible to have lower bone density and to get osteoporosis as we get older. They do not eat so much as us. Usually they undereat. They do a ton of cardio. You know, they're not healthier. I'm not saying one is healthier than the other. I'm saying we got a lot of meat on our bones, and that meat does make our bones stronger. But also we dying real bad because this extra meat means more cancers, more infertilities, more diabetes, more high blood pressure. So we all got our issues. We got the weight on us, but they also have the weaker bones. So you can see here, she got a lot of muscles. She has a lot of muscles. If you look at someone else, probably her same age, they don't have as much muscle as her, is if they're like a different color than her. But black women, we got a lot of weight on us. So that is a positive, right? But it's also still very negative because we can still die very early. When you start getting over 40% body fat, you drop your life expectancy by 10 years. So when that BMI start hitting 40, boom, they're going to take 10 years off the top right now. Just take 10 off the board. Take 10 off the board? Thank you so much. Take 10 off the board? I can't take 10 off the board. I'm gonna get back to you, Yvonne. So this is Teresa, and this is what yours will look like, Yvonne. This is what yours will look like. You got bones, and your bones is not big bones. So you have to protect your bones. But then you have muscles around your bones. So she got good muscle. She has good muscle. But then all of that yellow, all of that like fluorescent color, that is fat. That is fat on top of it. Fat can never be turned to muscle. This is fat on top of her body. This is how much pressure she's putting on her body. And from her DEXA scan results, she has more fat in her body than muscle. She is more fat than muscle. So her body fat percentage is over 40, 50, which means she's cut 10 years off of her life, off top. That's sick. That is sick. Most women in America live to 80. Just by you being big, you done dropped it to 70. And you keep getting bigger, you're going to keep dropping it. Being sicker, diabetes, cancer. You can live a long, fruitful life if you want. It ain't going to be the boogeyman that gets you. It ain't going to be goddamn the things that we're afraid of, what's on the news that's going to get us. It ain't going to be the plane that's going to get us. It's going to be us. You're going to be the one who gets you. This weight on you is what gets you. I didn't put it on you. You put it on you. You decide to what to eat and how much. So let's go back. Let's go back to Yvonne. Yvonne is going to get a DEXA scan, DEXA. You can go anywhere in the world and get these. Just Google them. And they're like $100, $150. It's going to tell Yvonne, yes, you're 203 pounds, but you got muscle in you. You're a black woman. You eat a lot. You got some muscle. Maybe 130 pounds of muscle. I mean, that's a stretch, but it could be. And then maybe 60 pounds of fat. And then the rest miscellaneous, water, blood, bones. The rest is miscellaneous. But here, Yvonne. Yvonne says she wanted to get to 125. I told her that's not a good weight for her. Because if she were to get to 125, that would cut into how much muscle she has. We don't want to cut to the muscle she has because she's older. She's older. The older you get, the harder it is to put on muscle, and you start losing muscle as you get older. That's the biggest part with this thing. You start losing muscle. And if you start losing muscle, you're going to make you arthritis, osteoporosis. You're going to have to stay at your sister's house so she can take care of you because you can't use your body no more. You don't want to stay at that lady's house. So you want to keep the muscle you have. So at minimum, the lowest weight she should ever consider getting is 130. But that's not even going to be a good weight. With her, we're going to try to put muscle on. Let's say 7.5 pounds of muscle in her first year. She's a little older. Okay? So now we have 137.5 plus 137. A beginner will put on 20 to 25 pounds of muscle. But depending on how hard she want to be in the gym, she's 63. It's harder to put on muscle. So let's say we can only put on 7.5 pounds of muscle. That's fine. That's fine. That's still good because she already got a good amount to start with. And we're going to try to put some on. And then we want her body fat percentage to be around 20% body fat. That's a good, healthy body fat percentage. Healthy, and it looks good. And she's diabetic. She got diabetes. Yvonne, you're on the right plan. I got so many people who are no longer on their insulin. So you got to get this fat off of you. You have to. But you got to keep the muscle. So let's say 135.7 plus 20% body fat. That's just a good, nice round body fat number. That's 13. Let's say 14. That's 28. Come on, math. I don't get paid to be a mathematician, you guys. Okay. My mental math used to be a lot stronger. Time. Okay, 137.5 plus 20%. Now 165. We really want her to be 165. 165 is her number. 165 is her number. It ain't 125. If it were 125, we would cut into muscle. She would lower her bone density and her metabolic rate, which means she would lower the amount of calories her body could burn, and she may lower her bone density, which means she's more susceptible to breaking a goddamn bone. We don't want that for her. So instead, 203, we really only want to get to 165. That's really where we want to get to. But that's by maintaining and building a little muscle and losing just a little bit of fat. That is how you get to where you really, truly need to be instead of where you think you want to be. So, Yvonne, get the DEXA scan and send it to me or post it in a Facebook group, and then we'll go over what that means for you. And all it ever means is just build muscle. That's the only thing that it will mean. But then I can give you just like numbers that you want to start going by saying, okay, good. So I'm increasing muscle, I'm losing fat. I'm increasing muscle, I'm losing fat. I'm increasing muscle, I'm losing fat. That's all I want. I don't want you to lose weight. You're gonna lose the muscle. You're not gonna look good. Supplements, not what is Why didn't somebody get rid of him earlier? So I have health issues and I moved to high fiber, dairy free, and low carb. Are you going to stay there forever, Emily? If you go somewhere, oh, I love you too, Yvonne. This is going to go well. You're going to do amazing. Be in the family, be present in there. Top of 2023, I want to start grabbing people because I know at the top is when most people go to the gym or start doing them detoxes. At the top of the year, after you done ate all that damn food, you're going to start being like, oh, okay, I got to start my 2-week cleanse, my detox. That ain't gonna help you lose no fat. Don't waste your time and your money. You're gonna run to the gym to lose weight. That ain't gonna help you lose no fat. Weight loss is in how much you eat. Get a food plan and get a scale. Most people go to the gym January 1, they skip by the middle of January because they don't lose weight in that first 2 weeks. They get frustrated. You was never gonna lose weight in the gym. So I would rather you not even go there and get frustrated. Just goddamn go to the kitchen. Go to the kitchen. And don't go to the kitchen with a green smoothie. You're wasting your time. Go to the kitchen and learn how to eat food for fat loss. This is what this is. That's it. You had an ankle injury, link in the bio. Is shopping cart. I don't know what that is, Corinne. Get 1900 calorie plan, Corinne. What is going on over here? I just ordered my meal plan. Thank you for the information. Thank you so much, Lisa King. I appreciate you. How many days a week do you do cardio? 30 minutes a day, every single day. Hit at least 8 to 10,000 steps a day. Get a fitness watch from the link in the bio. Is that going to help you lose weight? No, it could in the beginning, but really, I just want us to start moving our bodies more naturally. Our bodies were not meant to go to the gym. When we were created, it was not gyms around. People wasn't pumping iron. Even if you go to different countries, gyms are not like we have a bad gym culture here. The reason why we have gyms every single where you look is because we have fast food. Yeah, get the food scale, Yvonne. We have fast food everywhere you look. So to combat all the damn food that we have to have a lot of gyms. Gyms are not natural for our body. It is not normal for our body. Our bodies are not made to go to the gym. It's just where we have to go to regulate all the damn food we eat. If you go to other countries, and I know a lot of you guys have been there, think about what was on their TV, what kind of commercials they had. Think about it. Think about it. Think about it. Think about it. What kind of commercials they had all up and through? Did they have a lot? Like when you watch Football Sunday, you see a Shaq-a-Roni commercial, you see a Chick-fil-A commercial, you see a McDonald's commercial, you see a Zaxby's commercial. You see nothing but food in these commercials. It is sick. So we have a lot of food here. Capitalism is a big deal. More restaurants are popping up every day, and each day they have to get your attention and your money. So they just compete. So we spend a lot of time eating. So to combat that, we have to go to the gym. But really, honestly, the gym shit is not how we should be getting our exercise in. We want to do, and this is from at Jimmy Leach. At Jimmy Leach taught me this. Jimmy Leach, the fat burning coach on TikTok. Our bodies are not meant to go to the gym. Our bodies are meant to move around, explore. He's correct. It's right. We weren't meant to go to the gym. So we can start just getting our steps up, 8 to 10,000 steps a day. I get about 15,000 steps in a day because I'm a little bit more active, but 8 to 10,000 for a beginner to just start moving our bodies. Just start moving. Just start figuring out, okay, this is a good level of activity. Most of us work from home now or have very sedentary jobs. We don't move enough. We're not exploring where we are. We're just gaining weight. So going to the gym is a part of this process because I need you to build muscle, but it's just because we just eaten so much over these years. So we kind of have to reverse that. You want to work with me, Jillian? It's available. Link in the pile. Get the 90-day plan. Where do you get a food scale? Link in the bio. Good morning, Sky Blanca. Day 3 of your plan, and you're eating good. I'm so proud of you, Sky Blanca. Day 3 is going to be a breeze. Day 3 is good. Yvonne, the meal plans are available. Fine Fit Sisters, finefitsisters.com, Yvonne. Can you explain a DEXA scan? It's just an X-ray. They put you in like a little machine, and then you have to stay still for a long time while they look at the inside of your body. Now, I want you to think about it. If you get overweight, you're going to be in one of these, you're going to be in a similar machine. If you have bad health, you've already been in a similar machine. You know, when we talk about MRIs and CAT scans and stuff like this. Okay, this is a machine you get in before you get bad health. So the DEXA scan, these are all preventative. Get in that DEXA scan before the doctor says, girl, you got diabetes. Girl, you dying. Girl, blah, blah, blah. No. Get in it before he makes you get into a similar machine. So this machine is just an X-ray of your body. It'll tell you, all right, this is what your body look like on the inside. This is good to know. How do you improve your posture? Weight loss can help with that, but I also wear a trainer every single day. That helps. Okay. Okay, okay, Tina. I don't know, but Tina, you right. I really don't know any black girls who have broken a bone. That is so funny, Tina. Tina, that is hilarious. Thank you so much, mommy. I love you. Thank you, mommy. What about maintaining your weight while pregnant? You got to maintain the amount of eating you're doing, and I don't suggest you go to the gym and start learning how to work out. However, oh, I can type that here. I don't suggest going to the gym and learning how to work out. If you already don't know how to work out, you need to ask your doctor how you can stay active. How you can stay active when you're pregnant. Um, Especially if you're a black woman. Shoot, you might go to the hospital, might not come out. That's just the reality of it. So a lot of times if we have bad health, we're going into the hospitals, and that may be the first time that you find out you have high blood pressure at the same time that you're delivering the baby. That is so dangerous to your health and the baby's health. So you have to have a better relationship with food. You can start that with the baby. Ask the doctor how much to eat. And then with fitness, I wouldn't suggest going out and learning how to lift weights while you're pregnant. If you don't know how to lift weights now, just wait till the baby come out. But don't let that deter you from going to the gym, to starting to walk every single day, to starting to hit 8 to 10,000 steps. Start moving your body. This will doctors encourage it because it does help with the safer delivery. I swim 2,100 meters 3 to 4 days a week. I love that. Should I lift weights on the same day you swim? Rainy. You can still lift weights on the same day that you swim, do cardio, but that's if your body feels good enough. Thank you, T Lee. I'm 5'5", 45. What's a good weight range for me? It depends on your current weight. That's the thing. That's the thing with the what is the weight for me? I don't know, because if you're currently 200 pounds, but you have 120 pounds of muscle in you versus someone else who's 200 pounds and they have 150 pounds of muscle in them two different weight. Both of y'all can't be the same weight. She got more muscle than you, so she should be heavier than you. You have less muscle. So if you really want to know what weight you should be, you should get a DEXA scan. But really, it's not about what weight you should be. It's about just losing fat, and then you'll figure it out. Hello, my son. Oh, thank you so much, Tanya. You and the baby are watching. Love you guys. Dexter said, I'm 91 pounds of muscle and 54 pounds of fat. Want to build 10 pounds of muscle and lose 34 pounds of fat. TikTok understands. That is her weight. That is her weight. What about Herbalife? No. Let me go get my water. Exactly. 30 minutes of cardio every single day. Okay, so the DEXA isn't something you can purchase as a scale or some sort. Correct, Shades. Correct. It's not that. You can't measure yourself daily. Nah, most people only get a DEXA scan like once every quarter, once every 6 months. I'm 27'5'8". I weigh 160, but my goal is 180. Is that a good idea? Yeah, increase lean muscle mass. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I broke my leg while I was pregnant years ago. Oh my goodness, Yvonne. Yvonne, see you. I really don't know nobody who really broke bones like that. No, not really. Do ab core workouts? No, they do not help with getting abs. You already have abs. The only thing you need to do to unveil your abs is lose body fat. I'm a beginner. Should I start weightlifting right away? No. On my 90-day plan, you don't go to the gym and lift weights until day 90. Your primary care physician probably does not have a DEXA scan. You can ask if they do, but you could just Google. Certain facilities have them. Do you have a plan for building muscle? All of my plans are for building muscle. Every single one of them. That's all I care about. I'm 5'3", 207, 133 pounds of muscle, age 50, 31% body fat. Yes, see, Diva knows her numbers. Diva, I love that. What's a sample food plan for fat loss? French toast, tacos, hamburgers, ice cream. Get the 90-day plan. Link in the bio. Use the discount code 30 now. Thank you so much, Foreigner. What app do you use to check your calories? None of them. Just get a sample meal plan, and you don't have to recount your calories. I already counted them for you. The meal plan breaks down what to eat. So if you get a 2,000 calorie meal plan, you'll be eating 2,000 calories a day following the meal plan and measuring out your meals. Do not leave that website without a food scale. You have to have a food scale. Morning or evening workouts for me are always in the morning. I do my workouts at 4 a.m. Thank you so much, Tay-Centric. Thank you so much. Okay. Alrighty, you guys, I appreciate you. I think that was a good jam session. I'm on live every single day, usually early in the morning, and I post my live times at about I post my live times in my bio. So in this bio, it said I'll be live at 6 a.m. and I was live at 6 a.m. So if you want to see what times I go live, just check the bio. And then later on in the day, you'll see pre-recorded lives, meaning this live will play later on today. So if you see a live, that means you're a couple hours late. If you want to be a part of the live conversation, just get on live earlier. It's not a big deal. Or you can go to my website and submit questions that you may have. What do you think about Pilates? Pilates, I do every single week. It's absolutely incredible. It does nothing with losing fat or building muscle. And those are the only ways to change the way your body looks. But Pilates does help strengthen your core, makes you more flexible and more balanced. But again, it's not going to change the way your body looks. It's not necessary for weight loss. It's just really fun. Does that answer your questions? Lori Harvey said she did Pilates to get abs. She came back and she clarified. She said, actually, to get abs, I eat 1,200 calories a day. She eats in a calorie deficit from a meal plan. Get yours, link in the bio. She also said, I do cardio every single day and I weight train. Lori Harvey does exactly what I want you to do. Get a damn meal plan. And in addition to that, she does Pilates. That's it. Pilates is good accessory work. Your job is sedentary, remote. You walk 3-4 days away, miles in the AM, 3-4 days, meal prep, no loss. Shelly, you only meal prep for 3 or 4 days? You should meal prep 7 days a week. How you gonna lose weight if you don't do something every single day? Shelly, get a meal plan from the link in the bio. You got to do it every day. Thank you, Faith. Thank you so much, Yvonne. I appreciate you. I love you. I hope you're having a great day. Hey, Amoya, 47, 294, 510.5, 41% body fat. Workout since March, 6 days a week, boxing and weights. Yes, Amoya, you got to start to eat less. When your body fat percentage gets over 40%, you lower your life expectancy by 10 years. So you're at 41% body fat, okay? I want you to live as long as you can. Now, the bigger we are and the more weight we have on us, the shorter our life is. So when people say life is short, it's not because life is short, it's because you're making it short. You made life short. Oh, that's okay, Lou. Yeah, I got on live early today because I got to go to the gym. I'm going to go see Doug today. But you're making your life shorter when you're making your choices with what you're eating. You're making life short. You don't have to. Amoya, get a meal plan. Let's lose some body fat, and because you've been working out since 6 days a damn week since March. How much weight did you lose? You've been working out for 9 months, 6 days a week, and you only lost 25 pounds. While I'm proud of you, I want you to be losing a little bit more than that. I want you to be on a meal plan to be a bit more aggressive. I want you to change your body. Whose picture is up already? Okay, April is already up. April down 65 pounds in the last few months. No longer on her insulin, getting off of her heart medication, no longer needing knee surgery. Weight loss doesn't take a super long time. If you have a meal plan, it's pretty accurate and you focus on building muscle. That's really important. So I want you to get to it with that plan. And you work out too much. Your weight loss is because you work out a lot. I want your weight loss to be determined by how much you eat. Because let's say if you get hurt or you don't feel like going to the gym 6 days a week, if you stop going to the gym 6 days a week, you're going to gain the weight back. That's not good. Your weight loss should be determined by understanding your eating habits and how much food your body can actually consume without gaining weight. So get the plan, and then we'll drop down those workout days. So you don't need to work out that much. If you don't give your body time to rest, you can't grow a muscle. A part of building a muscle is resting. If you're working out and not eating right, yeah, TikTok. If you're not doing both, you might as well just stop working out. All right, you guys, how many days, how many times should you train? Train 3 times a week, 1 hour each session. That is it. You can do 4, but 3 is fine. Can you start working out before the 90 days? Neela, within the first 2 weeks, you just walk 30 minutes a day, every single day. I just need you to start being consistent. We want to work on consistency. And then after that, you start doing HIIT or high intensity interval training after the first 2 weeks. Then after 46 days is when you begin to lose. This is when you begin to build muscle in the gym, focusing on progressive overload. So you'll be occupied. I promise you'll be occupied. But that first bit, I really want you to be focused on changing the eating habits and being consistent with that, because that's what matters. Hey, April Gets Fit. Good morning. Good morning. All right, you guys, I appreciate you. I love you. I got to go to the gym and I got to eat breakfast before I do so. Okay. All right. Ooh, I'm cold now. It is time to go eat and go to the gym. What am I eating? Waffles. I'm eating waffles. 300 calories, about 20 or 30 grams of protein, lots of carbs because carbs are amazing. Do you recommend strength training 3 times a week and then 1 day of cardio? No, do every single day you need to do cardio. Hit 8 to 10,000 steps on your watch, and inside of that 8 to 10,000 steps, get 30 minutes of thank you so much, foreigners. Bon appetit. 30 minutes of cardio inside of that. Every single day, 30 minutes of cardio. All right. Love you, Lou. Have an amazing time at the gym, Lou. I'm so proud of you. I'm very proud of you, Lou. Okay. See you guys later. Later, Gators. Bye. Bye. Oh.